Tov, good evening, everyone. This is another Sylvia and Harry Hoffman party, a kind of a party that we have now celebrated for the last 8, 9, 10 years. It's not clear to me, I stopped counting. They became part of our tradition, part of our life here. The party usually is the metaphor of joy, but this is a mixed joy. We'll say goodbye to a number of colleagues, students, with whom we have interacted over the last 3 years. We got to know them, we like them, we wish them all the best, but we are sorry that we have to say goodbye to them. Now, yesterday, Harry and Sylvia met with the new cohort and with all the students here. And when Harry was asked to say a few words about himself, he started with the words, and I don't remember that he ever started in that mood. And the words he started with yesterday were, I am a survivor. And then Harry told us about the story of his survival, and he got a little emotional. And I would like to pick it up from there. Because survival, of course, physical survival is essential, important, but in Harry's case, there is much more than just his physical survival. Harry represents the triumph of survival. Harry belongs to that generation of Jews in Europe who were born in communities in different countries, Central Europe, Eastern Europe, and they struck root there. And then, because of the tragic events, they became homeless in their own homeland, and those who were lucky to survive had to rebuild their life in other places, within other cultures. And what Harry did with his life is exemplary, because Harry is a visionary. He's a born visionary. He was a visionary in business, and he was very successful in his business. And later, when you will get as your farewell present the book that testifies to that, you will know what I mean when I say that he was a visionary in business. But having succeeded in business, he was a visionary in everything else. Harry was deprived of the education that young people like yourself could enjoy. And he decided to share some of his success with the community in large in order to enable young people like yourself to enrich their lives through education. And yesterday, I was sitting between Harry and Sylvia when some of you presented their work. Their eyes were shining. And I was moved looking at them. So I will have more to say later because I am the master of ceremony. But now on the agenda, it says that I should to invite the president of the university to say a few words, but Harry and Sylvia, just like before Menachem comes up to the podium, you see what you have succeeded to do at this university. You create an event where 3 presidents and 1 president of this university sit at the same time in the same room. This is not trivial. Okay, Menachem.
Which one?
Which one?
the Hoffmans, it becomes a tribe. The Hoffmans, it becomes a cohort of 1 year, another year, a phenomenon, and then a change in the Israeli leadership. Once upon a time, leadership had to do with professional politicians. Once upon a time, academic leadership was another issue. You enabled us to create a combination of both. The best of students of the Hebrew University, PhD students, the best of the best, and at the same time, to have a gene therapy and to change the DNA and the mutations that you have been making to this group, cohort number 1, cohort number 2, cohort number 3, and on and on, you created a change of a commitment that it doesn't really matter where they are going to. Continue the studies, for sure. Teaching, not a question. Having research, they are contaminated with it, but they will be forever involved with responsibility for the society. It is the state of Israel. We are a few days before the day of independence. You do not have an independent state just by declaration. You have to fill it in day and night and day with content. And the content is with free thinking, with independent research, with a commitment, independent the way you want to have this independence to the society. And if you have it, you want to have it in a nutshell, these are the Hoffmans in this side, built by the Hoffmans in this side. And the dialogue that started some 10 or more years ago, I got it as a present, the best of presents that a president can get, Menachem, Moshe, gave it to us with Hanoch and the works that you have been doing, Amalia accompanying it, and the team that works together. Years you were wandering from one place to another. Now you have a hub. You feel at home in this hub. So the combination of place, what we call space, community, you are a community, and a mission, created in more than one way, and excuse me for taking and using Einstein without permission of Hanoch Gutfreund, but still, one sentence I can cite. In some 91 years ago, a few months, Albert Einstein wrote a text. I'm going to give it to you. You can frame it, as it is framed in many of our offices, titled as the following: The Mission of Our University. And one verse I want to cite. In this connection, says Einstein, it devolves upon the university to create something unique in order to serve the specific needs and forms of the life developed by our people in Palestine, 1925. That was the message. But in order to make it, you have to be more specific. And the specification of this vision to make something different, serving the community, educating, he had to say other things in the same paragraph about villages and farms. Let's keep it for a second. But the message was well expressed by what you have been doing, by what you are doing and you are going to do. And I want to talk to you. Quote number X, 9 I think, and 10, that's it. 8 and 9, that's it. I said a few things about yourselves. We expect you to serve in the future. It's not an ivory tower. As you saw during the years, we have never been an ivory tower. The mission was very clear. It is an elite, but a serving elite. It doesn't matter how you serve, but you have to serve. The service could be science, community, education, politics also. But wherever you go, you were elected, you are educated, and you are going to give back. in many ways not dictated by us. You know already how to. But we are going to see you in a great success. So whenever I'm going to wish you good luck, shaking your hands, it's not just a blessing, it's a message, it's an expectation. בהצלחה is in instruction, not only a wish. We want to instruct you to be successful in the ways that you already know how to. Thank you very much.